Well, what's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch the 39th episode of Monster. Elephant in the room, or elephant not in the room. Nah, I'm joking. I got some bad news. Dace right now is not able to make videos for some period of time. So while that sucks to see, I still want to watch Monster. So I'm gonna have to sadly go on by myself. I mean, we just made it over the halfway period. Did we? I'm not good at math. Yeah, we did. So I'll continue by myself. As soon as she's able to, she probably will hop on for a couple of reactions, probably movie reactions. Um, but it sucks to see. It sucks to see, but I gotta move on. Um, so this show, it's so goddamn good. Like I said, we're at the or over the halfway mark. This show has, I don't want to say it's blown away my expectations, um, because I was expecting so much with this show, and it's fully delivered. I'm pretty sure I spoke about it in the very first episode. I'm kind of, because Stace is here. I'm kind of using this episode as like a reboot period. You know what I mean? So I just want to give sort of an update on my thoughts and opinions and the experience that I've had with this show. Um, Going into the show, this was one of my most anticipated pieces of media of all time. I really want to give the show its props. Usually, when a show is that hyped up, it doesn't live up to expectations. But this has completely, and in different ways. I'm pretty sure I said I thought that this show was going to be about like a police officer investigating, or detective investigating a serial killer. And while there are definitely, and that was just from the little like glimpses I saw of this show throughout the years. And while that is definitely, there's some sort of truth to that statement right there, it is so much more. Specifically, it's so much more on the character side. I knew that Johan was built up to be like a legendary villain in anime, but I do nothing about him other than the fact that he kind of looked really like he looked evil. But specifically, Tenma as a character has really, really blown me away. He is definitely one of my all-time favorite protagonists. Um, he's such a good fucking dude, and it's one of those things like shit needs to be done, but I don't want him to do it because it'll make him such a worse person. And I definitely feel like, so I'll try to get into some theories and some predictions as I'm watching, but I definitely could see like, obviously the idea of monster being like a play on words, or being ironic, to sort of play on Tenma, because I don't know if this show would end with a happy ending or a bad ending. Um, I could definitely see it being sort of bittersweet. And that kind of scares me for Tenma because I love him. I love him so much. Um, and then obviously, the characters, like really, this show has some of the absolute best characters I've ever seen. I want to give it already 30. I've watched 38 episodes. Oh, it's already number one of any show I've ever watched in one category, and that is minor, one-off episode side characters. Without a doubt, like their ability to make me fall in love with a character very quickly is, like I said, they're the best at it. But the anime that I would immediately sort of make it akin to is One Piece. So it's doing a good ass job. It makes me feel for every character. Obviously, someone like Richard, whom we saw for like two episodes, and we were like, he's okay, he's okay. And then all of a sudden, you get a full Richard episode, and I fucking love him. And then two episodes later, they like tear him from they tear my soulmate from my heart. So this show is so good at doing that. Um, with the emotion, not only like building up your emotion, making you feel for someone, but also ripping them away. So I'm scared for what they can do with that. Specifically, going into last episode, um, oh, that fucking fire, dude. That fire. He's a menace. He's an absolute menace. Okay, he again. I don't want to be like the fucking classic movie critic or anything like that that only quotes the most popular and normie of movies. But you know, just from what I've seen, I immediately think of a character like Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. Dark Knight. They just want to watch the world burn. That is what I see with Johan so far. And it's someone who I'm not. My track record with predictions for this show has not been the best. I will say so. I want to sort of get back on track with that. Maybe get a little better guesses. And I feel like I can really sink my teeth into this Johan and Anna and their mother stuff, because that was a huge twist last episode. I really did not see that coming. There was plot twists that I saw coming in other episodes, but that one was not one of them. I love how connected this whole thing feels, because now it's making me think like into Johan's motives. Did he all, because he said to Schuwald he changed his mind. Was that just him lying to Schuwald, or was this his plan the whole time? Did he know of Carl? I would assume so, because it's fucking Johan. Or it's Monster. It's Monster. I would have to assume so. So, oh man, because Richard sort of theorized that he was trying to get into Schuwald with Farron, and then obviously what is the timeline with that? Did he? I'm pretty sure Johan learned of Carl and then changed his mind. He didn't make Farron. He didn't kill Farron, and then switch horses midstream. I feel like he knew of Carl. Did he know of Carl the entire time, or was it just until he went to see the Red Hindenburg? That's the question. Oh man, I can't. I'm gonna sink my teeth into this. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys some good ass theories. I'm gonna try my fucking best. But let's get into this episode. If you guys liked the video, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. I'd appreciate it if you checked it out. And if you guys like the content on the channel, please subscribe. Let's get into the 39th episode of Monster.
フリードリッヒ・エマニュエル校図書館火災の被害者は死者5名、重軽傷者34名に上り、現在も行方不明者の捜索が懸命に続けられています。
Did everyone make it out? And we didn't even talk about what the hell happened with Anna and Schuwald. Anna's gonna be fine, but I could see him killing Schuwald, but... Yeah! Man, his Asian fame is rising in the country of Germany. Anna? No burns. That's another thing with I talk about the one-off characters. I wonder if, because it's hard to say, this arc has been completely different than the first 25 episodes of Monster, just considering they were all one-off episodes, and then all of a sudden we get like an interconnected 15 episode arc. I wonder if these characters are going to stay recurring. Characters like Reichwein or Gillen. I would hope so. Obviously, that's going to be my prediction. I think that they are going to stay recurring. I don't think they're going to be as recurring, if that makes sense. I think that they're going to pop up like once every 5 or 6 episodes, not the whole shebang-a-bang. Another thing, the only major character in this show not to pop up in this arc of characters that I've met so far is Eva. So I would assume that a return is on the horizon for her too. So I can't say that I'm excited, but also the show is so good at making me care for characters that I'm along for the ride and I want to see her. Man, he was late! He was late! Come on, Lunge. I'm rooting for Lunge. Like, I care about Lunge.
焼け残った銃ですから指紋
Not
がある
like-
かどうか銃の種類は
Not like I care for him specifically. My bad.
モーゼル SR93 なんですがねしかしこ
I have faith that he will come around, if that makes sense.
う難しいですね
痕跡のない現場などない。
I have faith, I don't know about now, but he's going to find some evidence that will lead him to the right track. And I know me and Dace had this thought, but I could really see, and it's my leading prediction surrounding Lunge, that the minute that he does figure out the answer, he is going to get got.
そいつは人間じゃない。
じゃあもし万が一何の痕跡もなかったとしたらそいつは
悪魔だ。
He looks like a bird.
だから我々に逮捕できない犯人などいない。
Very bird-like.
シューバルトには面会できるか。
Sure.
今は集中治療室にいますやけどはそんなにひどくないらしいのですが
I don't know how these guys got out unscathed, basically.
いやー困ります。面会は許可できません。
意識はあるんでしょう。ほんの数分で引き上げますよ。
シューバルト氏は非常なショッ
Man, these mustaches are killing.
クは絶対安静です。
あの人は
シュ
Carl.
この度はお父様が大変なことで。私はドイツ連邦
Why did Netflix switch the subtitles for Lunge's name?
警察の人にお願いしたんですが、探してほしい人間が。
No! I don't know who that man is.
あなたのお父様を暗殺しようとした。
Nope, nope.
本当にご存じない。
僕は知りません。もしかしたら彼なら。
彼。
そうです。それを言いたかったんです。彼を探してください。
Come on, Lunge! Have a reaction!
ヨハンも父と一緒に図書館のセレモニーに出席していたはずなんです。でもどこを探しても行方がわからなくて。
ヨハンリーベルト。
Lunge. Irrefutable facts now. This has grown out of hand. You need to put some boots on the ground for this guy.
ここがヨハン・リーベルトが借りていた部屋です
Come on, Lunge! He's got this. He's gonna find something.
引き払ってますけど
I don't know, dude. It is Johan, though. He's gonna cover his goddamn tracks so well. Come on, like I'm rooting for him. I'm honestly, I don't like him anywhere near as much as Tenma, but there's almost this level of rooting for him that's almost at Tenma level.
でした偽学生ですね
Honestly,
オフェンバッハに住んでるという両親。
I don't, because Tenma's main sort of motive right now is to kill Johan. Obviously, I don't think, no one thinks that he has the ability to do it. I really hope that he doesn't do it. So it's almost like I'm rooting against him.
入力データなし。初めて見たよ。これほど人が存在した痕跡のない部屋は。
I feel like everybody has some sort of
私はヨハン・リーベルト。
he. This is his new quirk.
ここにいた。
He puts himself into their shoes.
だが存在しない。
Come on, man.
悪魔か。
I feel like we got him.
だねニナ軽い怪我で心配かけてごめんねロッテ
This might be the last time we see Lottie.
次々とみんな救出されてくるのにあなたの姿がなくってどうなるかと思った
She did end up showing up there.
でもあの火災の中からその怪我でよく一人で出てこられたね消防の人もびっくりしてた助けてもらったから助けてもらった
Tenma got her out.
あなた最後にあの中から出てきたのよ日本人どこかの病院に日本人の医者が収容
He's the goat. No, he's Johan level mysterious now. He's out of there.
切ない。だってあの人はどんちょうの下敷きになった私を。
ニナニナニナ
He's the goat. He's so goat level.
あなたは火災が起きる直前、セレモニーの出席者に向かって直ちに避難するよう呼びかけたそうですね。
Yes.
なぜそんなこと？
Come on, Shuwald.
あなたは前もって何かを感知していた。違いますか？
Did he go to see the apartment after this, or in between? I don't think in between. Must have been a flash forward.
このぐらい近づければ見えますか？あなたを暗殺しようとした男です。
I don't know who that man is, but I know I saw that fucking crazy bastard.
目撃者の証言によると、この男、人命救助をしていたというんですがね。
もういいでしょう。終わりにしてください。
何か思い出したらすぐに連絡ください。
What's Lunger's little sidekick's name?
あなたの秘書のヨハン・リーベルトの行方をご存知ありませんか？
Does this give this man intense PTSD?
もうお引き取りください。
Okay, Lunger's got this. Lunger's got this. He's not gonna solve it for like another 30 fucking episodes, but he has got this.
バイエルンの吸血鬼と言われた財界の帝王もここまでですね。
いや、
He still got money?
あれは全てを認識している目だよ。他の目撃者を当たってみよう。
I guess,
あ、はい。だけどどういうことなんでしょうね。天馬らしき人物が人命救助をしていたという証言。やはりこれも多重人格。
come on, Lunge.
ニナ・フォルトナ。
その名前に何か？
Go back in the mind. Dude, he's like some like fucking computer. Okay, he's just been programmed incorrectly for the past 30 episodes.
警察の名簿に記入された住所は架空のものでした。病院の方は？
はい、調べてみます。
ニナ・フォルトナ。ハイデルベルクで殺害されたフォルトナー家の娘の名前。現在行方不明。
辛い話をよ。
Oh, Raikkonen swapped her up, man.
50年間に及ぶ物語と完全に合致する。
天馬？
そう。彼は一連の事件を追ってここに現れた。そしてすぐに立ち去った。
Oh, they better not fucking kill Raikkonen. I'm surprised he's not already dead. He had a run-in with Roberto. They didn't go back for him?
暗殺計画を実行に移すのではと思い、私
And Roberto, no word that Roberto died. I'm telling you, I fully believe he's the fucking Terminator.
いいかいニーナ。もうヨハンを追うなんてことはやめるんだ。君の手に負える相手じゃない。確かに警察は協力的じゃない。ここは一つ腰を据えてじっくり戦おう。真実はいつか証明される。大丈夫だ。私たちがついてる。疲れてるだろう。
Oh, I'm so fucking interested with this fucking children's story, the folklore story.
あの時、あの人は確かにあの図書館にいたんです。天馬は確か。
Does he... Which monster does he see himself as? Does he want to be killed by his other half? Does he want to be consumed?
何か食べなきゃ。
ありがとう。
Mandita the goat.
リータ。
パンは
He's also kind of a cook.
挟んだの。
He's cooking.
天馬の大好物。
Well, if he is gonna go along with Tenma for the ride, he do gotta pull his weight a little bit.
本当？うん。美味しいもの。
Man, I want this guy to be a cook now and get out of here. He does need to go to school.
天馬に会いたいね。
そろそろいい季節になりますね。
Shuo gonna say any bit of the truth to Carl?
え？
3匹の
何ですか？何が言いたいんですか？
3匹のカエル。
It's another story?
目？
彼の目の中に地獄があった。生きている人間の目の中に地獄があった。
Is that another story that they read?
ある男に伝えてほしいことがある。
はい。
ドレスデンだ。ある男が待っている。
ドレスデン？何を伝えればいいんですか？はい。
Is that Tenma?
男にドレスデンに行って伝えればいいんですね。今すぐですか？
Obviously Shuo survived and Tenma pulled out Anna. He pulled out Shuo,
母さんは
warned him.
母さんは私を
No, she did not.
いいえ、恨んでなんかいませんでした。
カール、ドレスデンから帰ってきたら私とずっと一緒にいてくれるか？
はい。
No.
怖い。
怖い？何が？
Damn, Gillen, you're like fucking interrogating her. Calm down the pressure a little bit.
すんだ。焦らなくていい。ゆっくりと。
おとぎの国のような町。
A Bridge and Three Frogs. I would assume that that's going to be another.
君がこの絵本を見たときに、
Why is Lottie here?
何でもいい。頭に
あ
浮かんだも
Bluda
のを言ってごらん。
Man, I gotta talk about like the books and the abuse and all that.
ドクター・ギーリン。
いや、もう少し。
もうやめて。
3匹。3匹のカエル。
3匹の？
I don't know, who do the Three Frogs represent? It's gotta be another story. Because they were so abused and manipulated at a young age, I would assume.
中に？
その絵本の中には3匹のカエルなんてどこにも出てこないわ。
どこでそれを見たんだ？
How did Shuwald know about any of this?
今日はこれくらいにしよう。
はい。
Are we gonna get like more psychiatry scenes with Gillen, Reichwein, and Nina for the next couple episodes? I wonder, because this feels like the end of the arc, but at the same time, these characters have to recur.
頼ったのが間違いでした。
ああ、私も作戦を変えた方がいいと。
I'm gonna be honest, why? These guys should be dead.
交渉しなければ、それも時間をかけて徹底的に裏付け調査した資料を叩きつけてね。
時間をかけてってどれくらいですか？
今はあまりにもヨハンの情報が曖昧だし少なすぎる。ヨハンが秘書を務めていたシューバルと彼が何か情報を持っていると思うが、シューバルとはまだ面会謝絶。
息子のカールは？
Man, I'm gonna be honest too. I want a Carl and Lottie scene.
いつまで待てばいいんですか？時間がないんです。真実が明らかになって警察が動き出すとき、その時はもう天馬はもう。
ニーナ。
Man, I don't want Nina or Tenma or... This is one of those fucking weird ass situations where I want the villain to die. I want the villain to be punished. But I don't want any of the good guys to have a hand in it.
ヨハンは彼のその未来を断ち切った。
If anything, I would want Lunge to lock up. Lunge to kill? Johan?
3匹のカエル。
Oh man, we're about to get hit with some jump scare flashback.
町。わかった。
Don't end it. Pissing me off when they end these episodes. Did you sneak out? Dieter. Oh, it's Dieter. No! Is Dieter latching on to Anna now? Man, Tenma finally got this little mouse away from him, and now he's latching on to someone else.
ラヒワイン先生にはお世話になりましたってお礼を言っておいて。それじゃあ。
No.
ディータ。
会いたいんだ。天馬に会いたい。
Okay. Just making sure. This is all-time stubborn kid, and he's not annoying in the slightest. This is a legendary character in fiction. Dresden Saxony. Dresden Arc. I don't know.
3日目もダメか。駅前広場で待てと言ったってこうだだっぴろ。
3 days? This is a beautiful
父
place.
さん、あなたの言っていたある男には愛想にもありませんよ。
Hi, I'm the man. Yeah, that's my boy.
カール。カールだね。
Gonna give him information about.
君のお父さんの暗殺を企てた男。
Oh, he might tell him about the their
3
mom.
日間ビルの上から君を見ていた。
Because Shual knows that their mother is still alive.
伝言聞かせてくれるかい。
しっかり。
もう少しで脱出できます。
君は早く逃げろ。警察が来る。しかしドレスデンだ。駅前広場で待て。息子のカールが伝言を伝える。
Come on, Shual.
伝言を早く。
これを。
チェドック橋。
What the fuck?
父はこう言ってました。君の追っている怪物がもしも双子なら。
双子の母親はプラハで生きている。
What the fuck is up with these 3 frogs, man? Does that mean the dad's alive too? Oh man, now I gotta. So what sucks? Not sucks, because I love watching endings. And I'm gonna be honest, not like I don't know what it's called. Because I do miss watching these with Dace. But I always watch openings and endings of TV shows. So now that she's not here, I can watch them in full every episode. This ending, it's just giving us sort of more screenshots of the original story. Okay, guys, that was the 39th episode of Monster. Another fantastic episode. Real quick, I wanted to discuss it last episode. I know I mentioned it really briefly about the ending and the idea of it being a story. That obviously they were, and I'll talk more about the story to try to give some predictions about that. But I absolutely love when shows, specifically anime, have fantastic openings and endings like that. I've never really discussed it on the channel. I think I'm like a nerd or like a fanboy when it comes to openings and endings. I absolutely love them. And the ending was one that I wasn't really like feeling, if that makes sense. Not as in like I disliked it or anything like that, just as it was like a sort of, oh, this is cool, it's sort of creepy, you know what I mean? Obviously there's some sort of symbolism behind it, and throughout the last 30, 5 episodes or whatever, me and Dace did sort of theorize that either the monster, which was probably Johan, connections to Tenma or whatever. But I love when shows like have that connection between what's actually happening and then an opening and an ending. It feels very much like a minor spoiler, because I'm not going to give any specific detail about an Attack on Titan ending, but there is an ending in Attack on Titan that you watch and you go, what the hell is this? It's so weird, doesn't make any sense, there's no connection, it just sort of feels like random gibberish. And then like 40 episodes later you go, holy shit, they just gave me the fucking answers plain in my face. You know what I mean? Years ago. And that's almost what it felt like. It felt very much like blatant foreshadowing that I obviously did not pick up on. So, or at least did not pick up on the full story. So I am now going to be paying very, very close attention to that. I really want to talk about this story. Talking about focusing on the two monsters real quick. I would assume that this Three Frogs thing is either code for a group of people or another, and probably my main thought right now would be another story. Maybe more about Anna, because I feel like the monster story. I'm gonna discuss it. My first thing I wanted to speak about is whom. Because I forget if they said, and if they did say it, I'm genuinely stupid, but whom read them the story? Who showed them the story? And also, I want to focus on trying to theorize about their origin story, because obviously, if they're from Prague, Johan and Anna are from Prague, and they grew up in a peaceful town that turned into hell, so to speak. I don't know the timelines. I'm pretty sure this is after World War II, so there's nothing like World War II connected. Like this is a long time after World War II, so there's nothing like really there to connect it. But I would assume when hell was brought there, it was probably Johan. He probably brought the hell there, and it was probably due to. I feel like they were really abused when they were younger. Like, really abused. Like, psychologically tortured, that sort of stuff. The question is, who did it? Who did it? Was it someone whom we don't know? Was it someone whom was connected to Kinderheim? And the timelines was confusing. Was it also the mom? And does the mom care about them at all? Does the mom hate them? Is the mom on their side? Does the mom not care about him? I would honestly, just going by like sort of like simple like rules of TV, I would think that the person who showed them the book would be the mother, because I would assume going to see the mother very soon. Obviously Tenma's going to try to get in contact with her. Maybe it was a situation where their father really abused them and their mother was like the only good part, really, and they were forced to be sent away, or they thought that the mother died. It would be crazy, because considering I feel like Johan knows everything, but it would be crazy if Johan doesn't even know his mother is alive. I don't think that that's the case, because Johan is an all-seeing goat. But there's so many. I do want to say, for the first couple episodes of just me being by myself, sadly without Dace, my discussions are kind of gonna be all over the place, because there's I don't know, it's hard to sort of formulate like a one by one plan. I know like someone like Film Buff, for most of his reactions, it feels like he sits down and he fucking makes a script for him. I'm not that good, so I kind of jump around a little bit, but there's just so many like ideas running across my mind. Going back to the timeline question that I had, did they were discovered by, I forget the name, I might have to go back and rewrite all these names, but they were discovered by someone who integrated them into Kinderheim, if I'm not mistaken. So the Kinderheim wasn't pre this little magical fairy tale town. So something, because I don't expect these guys to have had a perfect life, then to have just experienced hell and that is what turned Johan into a monster. I feel like, I really feel like there would have had to been some like terrible psychological abuse going on in the first place. It would be really interesting if, dude, I have so many theories running through my mind. I feel like I could see a world in which Anna is darker than I would have originally thought. You know what I mean? I could definitely see a world in which that happens. Because going back, trying to like really analyze this monster story, and I'm probably not going to get anything right about it, but seeing that, obviously at the end, the one monster consumes the other monster. I can't tell who's who in the story because I feel like the one that they focused on would be Johan. And I think that that's like very obviously hinted, but there's a part of me that feels like they could be trying to trick me or trying to subvert my expectations. I don't know. I don't know, man. These discussions are going to be longer probably, just because I really want to try and focus on some of the theories and stuff like that. Something I wish we could have done a little more throughout the first like 39 episodes or 38 episodes, is sort of just kind of theorize a little bit slower and in depth more, but obviously something we couldn't do, just time related. So there's a part of me that I might just go back and sort of skim through a couple episodes, just to sort of update my notebook here, to just sort of rewrite everything that I'm working with, so I can try to formulate a little more stuff, because there are, obviously I've remembered and have a grip on, I would think, like 80% of the plot I've seen, but there are a couple details here and there that I'm a little about, just because of how long, and how often I don't know we were able to watch just due to time constraints and schedules. But now that I again, it's sort of a double-edged sword. I don't want to be doing these reactions by myself, but it'll give me more time to do them a little more in depth, if that makes sense, and faster. So a part of me does want to go back and find some more information to sort of help me sort of theorize this, because I want to make correct theories. I really do. I think I've yapped for long enough. That's going to be the end of this episode. I can't wait to see you guys for episode 40. I do really apologize if there's anybody still watching me yap at this point. I do apologize if you do want to see more videos with Dace. It's just something, due to constraints and all that, we're not able to do it right now. So if you do want to stick around, I'm going to be here. So and I'm going to try my absolute best. I mean, I'm absolutely loving this show so much, and I'm very excited to get to the bottom of this, and to finish the show, for that matter. So if you guys do like the video, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. I've got the full-length uncut reaction up on Patreon, and I've got a lot more episodes if you wanted to maybe go back and see my whole catalog, so to speak. So if you do like the content I make on the channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. I'm messing around with the schedules right now, so I'm not fully up to date on when stuff's coming out. But I don't know. I'll see you guys next episode.